Hey everyone, welcome to Good Witch Intuitive Tarot. This is your reading for Tuesday, the 26th of September, and I keep wanting to say December, so keep that in mind. I think that might be, it's the day after Christmas, but also it could be the first day of Kwanzaa, maybe. I think December 26th. I'm not sure. I hope you guys will rehash my memory on that one. Anyway, that might mean something to you. So September 26th, Spirit and Angels, anyone for the highest good or whatever we need to know. Whatever date this is important to anyone. What do we need to know about it? What are the messages? Okay, we got way too many that came out, so I'm going to put them all back. And we had a bunch that turned over, and I'm going to turn them back over too. Let's see what comes out. Just one or two. Okay, and we've got three. All right, and at the bottom we have time to go. So this says co-create, message in a bottle, imagine, regeneration, time to go. So this says to me, there's something here. I almost feel like you've been hoping to hear from someone or hoping to receive information, hoping for something that would, regenerate something that was burned to the ground, whatever that means, right? Something, this is metaphorical, of course. So you were hoping to hear something, but you're realizing that you're not going to get this, whatever this news is, or this information is, or or hear from this person. Okay, there's something here about I've been imagining this message coming in. I've been hoping for, a chance to rekindle this, regenerate this, fix this, whatever it is. And now I'm starting to realize that it's time for me to leave this behind, whatever it is. Like it's time to let it go. That's a number 9 card, the time to go card, which reminds us that it's the end. See how she's going towards the finish line, so to speak, here. So this is almost at its end. And the end really is of something that you were hoping for or imagining happening, but it didn't come through. All right. So I feel like this is going to be positive for you because after time to go, it's like this has been a long time coming that you put something to rest. And it's going to set this new cycle in place for you, new life. This little fairy wakes up and it's a whole new day that's done, and she's very excited about it, like new life after I've imagined this, I've hoped for it, I really wanted this to work out, it didn't, I'm gonna set it free. That's what I see here. All right, let's find out what this is about and what comes of it. So I always say this, the only thing I really care about, oh, by the way, these are vice versa tarot. Oops, the side we see will be the side I read. So they aren't read traditionally in reverse. They have their own different perspective on each side of the cards. This was Wisdom of the Oracle, and we will be using Wheel of the Year as well, which I'm dropping over here. Hold on one sec. The whole pile is going. Okay. All right. So let's just see what comes out. This could be about anything, and I really am concerned about what way this goes from here. It feels like this will be a positive change and a positive mindset change for you from whatever you were thinking of and hoping for, and it's almost like you've realized that it's time to just let this go so you can have your regeneration elsewhere. Your growth comes with leaving something behind. Let's find out. Spirit and Angels, anyone for the highest good. What do we need to know about this reading? The reading is for the 26th of September for anyone who's guided. One more shuffle. It's for anyone who's guided. All right. Co-create, message in a bottle, imagine, regeneration, and time to go. Okay, 8 of Wands, time to go. Quick, fast movement, and that's where the growth is. If you look closely at it, you'll see that this is where the growth is. Look at all the growth happening, growth and movement. And it's like you're seeing something clearly that you couldn't see before, seeing things from another perspective. And if you look at the Hanged person, they're actually seeing people differently now as well. They've already done this, and they are left with seeing things differently, seeing people without their masks, seeing the snake, knowing when it's time to cut and walk away. The scythe, I'm done with this. So all of this just really And this imagine card, it's a lot like this. I was hoping to see something differently, but what I really see in the long run is it's time for me to go. These all are just confirming, and I see this now. And I also see that what I was hoping to regenerate really wasn't the right thing, because I'm seeing people without their masks on, and I'm seeing the snake, and I know that it's time to cut bait and go. And what I really see is that my regeneration is going to come from this movement of leaving this behind. There's something here about this. Let's get a little more information, please. Daily reading for anyone who's guided for this coming Tuesday. This reading is for anyone who's guided to see it. If you resonate with it, great. Yeah, this is a decision. Absolutely. There's going to be growth that comes along with this decision. That's way too many. Can we just do one more card, please, here? One or two? One or two? Okay. All right. So this really is about, again, so Monday there was a 10 here, and it was the 10 of swords. And for Tuesday, it's the 10 of wands. And with this 10 of wands, dropping these burdens, ending this cycle, that, when there's a 10, there's a 1, and there's your 1. So when we, finish out the cycles, when we let things go, when we dissolve things or allow things to go by the wayside, when we stop carrying around all these burdens that were piled on our back, that we were hoping that we could do it all. Like, I hope I can do it all, right? We believe we can, and we climb these mountains and we go the distance. The eagle's here saying your victory arrives with freedom, right? And with truth and with knowledge and with understanding. You did everything you could do. You climbed every mountain that was put in front of you. You now see, look at all the cards of clarity. Ace of swords, 7 of cups, the hanged man. These are all cards, these are all the reversals of these cards saying, I already see it. I see that my new beginning lies with letting go of the old one. When I let go, time to go, 10 of wands, when I drop these burdens, my regeneration, my new opportunities, ace of swords, come with this movement of, I'm done with this old thing, whatever it is, old person, place, thing, whatever it is, and I'm moving. I'm actually getting off the hangman's podium here, and I'm actually seeing things clearer, seeing people, places, and things for who and what they are. I'm seeing these situations that I thought I could do it all. I thought I could, cure the world. I thought I could solve the world's problems. I thought I could solve relationship issues, friendship issues, life issues, whatever they are. But the truth is, I solve it when I'm okay with it not being perfect and not going exactly the way I wanted it to go, because it's not the right way. It's like this reality of seeing it. Look how Imagine ends up smack dab in the middle. And if I were to line these up, I always move them over slightly so this can fit in. But when this is all lined up perfectly to be centered, your Imagine is your center oracle, and your Imagine 7 of cups is your center card in the entire reading. This is all about seeing the bigger picture, wanting it to go one way, waiting for it to work out, but realizing something totally different, and that's okay. This is, I figured something out differently than I thought I would, and that's okay. I don't have to stay like this. I don't have to be confused. I don't have to, carry the burden anymore. I can still move forward and make decisions even though it didn't go exactly the way I thought. And yes, there's a level of disappointment with the 5 of cups, but now at least I know I have growth. See the little flower growing back here? I have growth, and there are things remaining here that are really solid. Instead of focusing on what was lost here, what I couldn't have, what I really hope to fix or have or regenerate, I'm going to start focusing on what is good. And there's a lot of good here. I just have to make decisions differently. This is a decision card for me, the Lovers, especially when it's on this side. And see how they're standing here. A tree is on fire, and there's like a mountain put in place. There's no angel bringing them together. There's a gigantic mountain ahead of them. And this is, that sort of truth, realizing the victory comes with the freedom. The victory comes with the truth, with seeing something in a more balanced way, right? Understanding that it's okay that things didn't work out exactly like I had really held on to dear life and hoping that they would work out. But that's okay because where I'm going is very positive. It's time to go. The movement brings us to a successful place. There's a victory wreath that I still haven't received yet, but I'm going to. Part of receiving this victory wreath is seeing the bigger picture. You've got multiple cards here of seeing things clearly about something and making decisions accordingly. I can keep going up against that mountain, or I can drop it all and take the victory wreath for what I have achieved. And that's a sense of balance. And it's a sense of seeing. See, justice is blind here, right? But this is, I see something clearly that I didn't see clearly before. So I took this all in and I took time to reflect. And now here I am seeing the bigger picture, understanding it better. I can keep, climbing up this mountain. I can keep holding all these burdens in my hand. I can keep hoping for this message and this regeneration and hoping I can make it all work, or I can cut bait and go and realize that that's okay too. I can allow for the cycle to end. I can allow for a new opportunity. It's going to be way different than I thought it was going to be originally, way back when I started holding on to hope for this other thing that didn't pan out. And that's okay too, because sometimes we literally are up against a mountain because we're not working with the angel, we're working against it. So sometimes that angel is here to take people out of our lives, not bring us together. Sometimes the angel's here to bring us together, or sometimes the angel's here to say, no, we have something else in store for you, or someone else in store for you. Now, this doesn't have to be about a person. This could be about any single thing that you have held on hope to and thought you could make work and did all your efforts. You did it all. But you're now realizing that part of this journey was to make your decisions for self preservation. This is to allow yourself to drop the burdens, to allow yourself to see people, places, and things for who and what they are, to allow yourself to accept regeneration in another direction, and to move out of things that don't serve you. I'm sick of the mountains and I'm sick of the burdens. I'd like to have something peaceful, and it might be different than I thought. And yes, there's a level of disappointment, but I'm past that now, and I'm realizing not only was that disappointing, but realizing that it wasn't the end all be all, and it's really not where I was supposed to be. There was no angel trying to put me there. I was fighting against the current. This is like, you know, fighting the current that's trying to take you to where you believe, where you're supposed to belong, right? And we all do it. We want it to go this way, and even though it's totally wrong for us in so many different ways and so many different levels, we've all done it. We've all, you know, tossed the angel aside and said, I want to do it. These are two people who are not working with the angel, but they're up against a mountain because they have chosen to fight what's really in their best interest, right? And this is like really realizing that this whole reading has to do with, I realize now that what I was waiting for and hoping for, and you know, was really the thing that kept me buried under these burdens and kept me up against mountain after mountain. My victory reef arrives when I see this clearly and say, it's okay that it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to turn out, because the way I wanted it to turn out wasn't the way that Spirit, God, universe, the angels had planned for me, which is the thing that is in my best interest. And that's the way I'm being guided. And you're going to be guided towards something better for you. And I really feel like you will know if this is your reading because you've been fighting a losing battle. And this is going to be your key to understanding and seeing this bigger. I mean, seeing it, seeing it, seeing it, seeing it is so important to allowing yourself to take those burdens and throw them off your shoulders and stop going up against these mountains that are ahead of you and to move in the direction you're actually being guided into. All right, and now we have the King of Wands right there. This is the king of taking the action. You have action as your first card and action as your last card here. Let's see what we can do to get some clarity on this. Wheel of the Year, if I didn't say that. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good for Tuesday. What do we need to know? What do we need to focus on for Tuesday? I didn't realize we had such a long reading, so I'm going to go quickly, guys. For this coming Tuesday, what do we need to know? What do we need to focus on? One more shuffle. What do we need to know? All right, let's get a look at smack dab in the middle of your reading, the Seven of Cups, and I'm also going to clarify it with the Hanged Man. Seven of Cups and the Hanged Man, please. Seven of Cups and the Hanged Man. Okay, the Tower reversed, the Three of Pentacles reversed. All right, so this could have been a work situation. This could be something else that you put a lot of work into. You've got the Four of Swords. It's in reverse. This again tells me, look at that, work again. For some of you, this is something that's the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Swords reversed. For some of you, you could have really tried really hard at some kind of a career, in some kind of a business, in some kind of work situation. But this also could be another area of life that you just put a lot of effort and work into, and it still just fell by the wayside. With the Tower here, I feel like there could have been something that happened that you have been trying to really recover from, regeneration. You've been trying to maybe even pull it back together. Something you really, really tried, because when I see the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles here with that Tower, it tells, and the Four of Swords, it tells me you're recovering from something that you put a lot of work and effort into. And again, whether that's work or something else, whatever it is, you put the effort into it. And no matter what you did, you kept feeling overburdened. You kept hitting the brick wall. You keep having to climb the mountain. And this is where you need to make this decision in your life. Let's look at the Lovers here, which is a decision card for me when it has nothing to do with love, or even if it does have something to do with love. It's a decision card for me. Let's look at the Lovers here. What is the Lovers telling us here? Yeah, it came right back out. Right back out. Time two. Time two. So we've got the Lovers again. This is a decision to stop putting all the effort in, or stop waiting for something to work out that isn't going to work out, which is exactly what I said. Seven of Pentacles reverse and Nine of Wands. This is the wounded warrior. This is, I fight and I fight and I fight and I never back down. This wounded warrior is in reverse here, the Nine of Wands reverse. I feel as though you're being told to stop putting effort into something. Seven of Pentacles reverse, Nine of Wands reverse, and it has something to do with a decision that you will make. This could be some kind of a partnership for you. It's come out twice here. Tell me about the Five of Cups here. What do we need to know? This is the reversal, the reverse side, a different perspective on the Five of Cups. It is where we're realizing there's a healing that comes when we stop focusing on the Three Cups that spilled. Tell me about this Five of Cups and the growth that could be had in this situation here, Five of Cups, or that is being had. Yeah, Eight of Wands, forward motion. This is all about you moving forward, seeing the bigger picture. The Hanged Man has been in this, well, in this position for so long that this Hanged Man has become an icicle. Okay, and this is all about you busting free from this icicle that you've been hanging out in, hoping and praying to see a change here, imagining this regeneration, imagining this person calling you, imagining this job getting better, imagining your finances suddenly blossoming. It's like imagining turns you into an icicle. Staying in one place turns you into an icicle. Movement, action is what's needed here. So really all of this has to do with whatever this is. For some of you, this is a work situation. For some of you, it could be something else, some kind of a partnership. All of this is saying imagining and waiting for this message has not panned out. It's caused you a tower. It's been burned to the ground, right? I mean, this looks just like the tower burned to the ground. Look at it. Okay, and it's saying here, this really is reversed, the reverse tower here, by movement, 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 action. It's everywhere. Eight of Wands, Eight of Wands, King of Wands, and time to go. These are all saying no more hanging out and waiting for the change and hoping that this disappointment will be fixed. The new, what you're not looking at, or what you hadn't been looking at before while you were staring at what spilled, this is where your growth lies. It's in the things that you didn't realize were the things that are good for you. So I hope this makes sense to someone so far. Tell me about this Eight of Wands. What about the Eight of Wands? You've got to hear twice. Beautiful. Eight of Wands in the upright twice. Tell me about the Eight of Wands here in the upright. We want to know a little bit more. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Look at that. You could have been quietly hoping, quietly waiting, not really saying anything, but imagining, what if this person actually calls me? What if this person actually, reaches out to me? What if, like, I really am hoping for this to happen? I'm going to get another look at it. Seven of Swords with the Eight of Wands. What should we know about it? There it is. Queen of Cups reversed. So this could be very emotional for you. So, but look at this. Princess of Cups reversed. So the cup is not being offered. So if you're waiting, and I don't care what the genders are here, I really don't. That doesn't matter to me. What this really says to me is no cup is actually being put out there, but I'm secretly hoping that it will be. I'm keeping it quiet. I'm not really saying. I put so much work and effort into this, whatever it is, that I keep hoping that it's going to pan out for me. No, this is a reading that says if you've been hoping to regenerate something, possibly with some kind of a partner or something, and it hasn't panned out and no cup's been offered, and you're, really quietly hoping and wishing and praying that you can rekindle this, that is something you might need to move in a new direction with, right? And if you've been putting your efforts into one area and trying and trying and trying and trying and it's not paying off, then maybe it's time to put your efforts into another area. Action, 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 action in a different area. So this reading really is about taking an action in a different area, not letting anything hold you down, and not going up against a mountain that hasn't budged for you to this point, right? Let me look at the King of Wands. What about the King of Wands here? Another action card. Devil reversed. Eight of Pentacles again. Seven of Cups reversed, and the Devil reversed. No more stagnancy, no more waiting. It's time for only doing. And that's what I see here. This is doing. This is doing. This is seeing the bigger picture, seeing clearly, understanding the message. This is releasing the stagnancy. And I see it here too, releasing the stagnancy. This healing comes when we release the stagnancy. Whatever has held you back. I've been carrying this burden. I've been going up against this mountain over and over and over again, trying, imagining that it's going to work out. Yeah. What's for you is on the other side of this time to go. When you reach the other side, see there's another doorway back there. When you get there, you're going to see why this didn't turn out. So you're going to see, Hermit says, go on your mission, on your journey, go down that pathway and shine the light on that new door down there that you can barely see, because the Hermit has to shine a light on it, right? The Hanged Man has to see it. Been hanging here a long, long time. There's something here that you have yet to see that is the thing that's for you. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Boy, these daily readings have been deep and long the last couple days. Apologies that they're taking so long, guys, but when we got to get the message out, we got to get it out. Good luck with this, everyone. Have a great Tuesday. Don't forget your weekly readings just came out. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.